Hello there and welcome back to Murders on the Yangtze River. Now, last time we were in court discussing the case of the woman in the wardrobe, and we kind of made some headway. We firmly believe that Officer Ma is the one who has taken her out, and we're trying to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, we're making kind of good headway right up until I made a mistake and we got an instant fail because I picked the wrong basically murder weapon. It was an instant fail, and then it just kicked us straight back to the loading screen, and me being an idiot, I thought there was no checkpoint, so I ended the episode because I had to redo the entire episode up until that point to get back to start it where we're going to start it. However, upon editing, I actually noticed that there actually is there was an autosave. It was the furthest left file. You may have seen it, and you may have been shouting at me in the comments. As far as I know, the episode's not out yet as we're recording this, so I may end up getting some comments about you dumbass. There was an autosave right there. I, however, missed it, and I ended the episode, and it was only in editing that I actually realised that I was a dumbass. So, here's the plan. We're going to jump straight back in. We're going to load the autosave. I don't quite know where the autosave was, but it's not I think it was in the court. So we don't have, if anything, we don't have that much backtracking to do. Not as much as I thought we did, anyway. So we're going to jump back in. We're going to try and finish this case. I don't quite know how long it's going to take. I don't know if once we've proven who, then we'll have to work out why. I don't really know why. I don't really have any major clues why. I have a minor theory, but it's pretty thin at the minute. Pretty thin. I don't know. It's to do with the book writer and his fame. Apparently he was a ghostwriter, he had a ghostwriter of the lady that was in the wardrobe, and his nephew wrote the books apparently, and the editor, the lady in the wardrobe, she was gonna out him potentially as being out the writer as being a fake, a fraud. And I know that the Officer Ma is not exactly a fanboy's probably a bit too extreme. He's a bit of a fanboy of the writer, and he loves all the books, and he's read all the books and everything like that. So I imagine that he would have a problem with someone trying to besmirch his name. And he has an anger issue. Keeps on yanking his sword out. Stop typing, not that kind of sword. Get your mind out of the gutter. His sword. Keeps on pulling it out, which is not good. Generally not good. You should never pull your sword out in public. Again, stop typing. Mind out of the gutter. So, please grab your favorite drinks and snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, come hang out with me as we jump straight back into Murders on the Yangtze River. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Right, guys. So, this, thankfully, the checkpoint, the save point thing, autosave, led us directly to here. This is exactly where the question that we failed on, which I'm really glad about, because I didn't want to do a whole load of extra reading. Not that I mind, it's just, I'd rather not read stuff that I've already read. So we have this evidence here with neck wound, 2 marks. Now the bamboo cutter doesn't have the correct marks for things, so that's taken out of the equation entirely. Can I have a look at the details? A rod-like object. So yeah, our evidence, we've basically got, I don't know, So, one of these weapons is the correct one. Now, we've tried the scabbard. That was in the last episode. That was wrong. That has no markings on it. Like, that doesn't have any ridges on it at all. So I don't think it's that. Bamboo, it kind of fits, but they look quite narrow to each other, so I don't think that's correct. I'm sure we've talked about the arm guard before being just talked about it in the case earlier on in the choosing the weapon thing. Scroll we've tried, that doesn't match. Cane has no markings on it, and the walking stick has no markings on it. So we have a choice between bamboo, which I don't think it is, and arm guard by itself. They're the only things with markings. So try the arm guard. I mean, what's worse going to happen? We can fail and just have to restart from the question. We're going to try it. The true murder weapon is actually the arm guard. Oh, that was correct. Wait, we discussed the arm guard though. Strange. Alright, we're just going to roll with it. What? How do you explain that? Miss Liu was indeed strangled from behind by Officer Ma. It was not the scroll that strangled her, but rather the arm of the Officer Ma wearing the guard. Okay. That's where it came into play. When Miss Liu struggled, she grabbed the reinforced arm guard of Officer Ma. That's why there were no scratch marks left on Officer Ma's hands. This is all speculation. You have no evidence. The strangulation marks on Miss Liu's neck are the evidence. Why aren't you wearing your arm guard now? Compare the strangulation marks with the measurements of the arm guards in the manual. Your arm guard straps perfectly match the vertical bars in the strangulation mark. The width of the strangulation marks also matches better compared to the scroll painting. All contact leaves traces. Even if you destroy the arm guards, Blacksmith Chung can help verify the truth. Then, why do the straps on the scroll painting also match perfectly? Scroll painting is a meticulously prepared fake weapon. Straps on the scroll painting were dismantled from the arm guard. That one I didn't see coming. I'm sorry, what? I found it strange before as well. Scroll paintings are usually bound with silk ribbons. Why is there a leather strap on this scroll painting? Why are there two of them? This must be your attempt to cover up after noticing the strangulation marks left by the arm guard. Okay, so we won. We're winning this time. Confess, Officer Ma. You can no longer deny it. Stop waving that sword around. It was indeed me who killed her. Martaway. Why did you kill a female editor? She was being mean about your favourite author? You, say something. Officer Ma killed Miss Liu, perhaps for the sake of this person. Okay. So I'm assuming it's one of these two. Unless it was the kid. Do you think it was the kid? Think we did it on the thing of the kid? Right. That's the blacksmith. This guy. I'm going to try this one. We may be wrong. Correct? Oh, we're correct. Okay. I'll do one of the two. I don't think it was Lope. Because he was adamant that he was guilty. So if he was working with them, murdered someone for him, then it wouldn't have worked out. But Lou was gonna expose. Sorry, I've lost the word there. She was gonna expose the writer as a fraud, and I think that's why he ended up taking her out. We're gonna find out though. Miss Liu had a simple social relationship in the town. Apart from Lo Shuen, the only person with motive to kill her is Lope. Lope, but wasn't Liu Picheng his editor? The child Tian witnessed a conflict between the two of them. The cause was that Miss Liu wanted Lope to announce Lo Shuen as co-author of the novel. This is just Lo Shuen's nonsense. No one in town believes it. Rumours can sometimes be closer to the truth, even if they are based on baseless claims. What do you mean by that? I have read Lope's novels, and during the investigation I have also seen Lo Shuen's manuscripts. As detective stories, the core tricks in both of their works are truly designed by one person. Why doesn't anyone believe in Lo Shuen then? Lope's stories have vivid characters and tightly woven plots that keep readers engaged. Lo Shuen's writing seems like a mere list of events, making it tedious and boring to read. Therefore, everyone assumes that he is simply jealous of Lope. But Liu Picheng noticed this matter? I found a half-written letter on Lo Shuen's desk, and the handwriting appears from Miss Liu. Based on its content, Miss Liu intends to expose Lope. This move might have caused Lope to panic. So he took advantage of the admiration from Officer Ma and instigated him to commit murder. No, Master Lo is innocent. It's all my fault for acting on my own. I mean, the guy is dead, so, doesn't matter now. Liu Picheng was bewitched by someone and wanted to destroy Master Lo. I couldn't bear to watch any longer, so I resorted to this plan. What do you mean? That day, when Master Lo invited me for tea, I finally knew. As editor, Liu Picheng planned to forcibly list Lo Shuen as a co-author of Master Lo's novel. Oh, doubt resolved. Okay. I wonder what that alert was there. Lo Shuen is indeed a heavy smoker. At that time, I was so furious that I drew my sword and pointed it towards the sky. It is truly heartbreaking to see Master Lo's lifelong reputation being ruined in this day. But Master Lo was kind and comforted me. Liu Picheng was resolved, and he is indifferent to fame. He said he'd arrange a chat with Lo Shuen last night to give him a chance to mend his ways. Upon hearing this, I came up with a plan. If I kill Liu Picheng and frame Lo Shuen, I can protect Master Lo. So the crumbs on the corners of Miss Liu's mouth were also planted by you to frame Lo Shuen? Those were placed by me when I entered the scene for the second time. Please, tell me what happened last night. Mr. Shen has already explained most of what happened last night. I spent the whole night following Liu Picheng and looking for a chance to kill her. I heard her arguing with that untrustworthy Lo Shuen and saw her crying by the bridge. After she encountered Mr. Shen and Afu, she suddenly ran to Lo Shuen's house. This gave me the perfect opportunity. At that moment, Liu Picheng focused on writing a letter and didn't notice me behind her. When I glimpsed at the content, I was even more certain of her guilt. From behind her, after she died, I tied the belt on my arm guard to the scroll and put the corpse in the wardrobe. In this way, I thought I could blame everything on Lo Shuen, but I never expected us. But you didn't expect that around the same time, Lo Shuen had decided to kill Lo Pei. Dang it. That's kind of cool. I like that. We could have timed that a little bit better. The dragon that one was coming out with. But you know, nothing's perfect. That's just me being critical. So two at the same time. Fate plays tricks on us. You were trying to frame Lo Shuen for murder. Lo Shuen, on the other hand, was the one who murdered Lo Pei. Surprisingly, Lo Shuen unexpectedly had an alibi in relation to this case. You had to go back to burn the coat and heat the charcoal to mislead Auntie Vu. How many lies have you told me, Martha Wei? A lie often requires another lie to cover it up. First line, chapter 7, the confined room mystery. Mr. Shen, you are also... Come on, take Martha Wei to the jail. Case number 2, Lady in the Wardrobe solved. 2. I wonder if we're going to go somewhere else now. Case solved. Nice. 15 minutes later. Okay, but do you know what? I didn't read that quickly enough. Sorry. I was trying to work out what was being said, and then it did all cut off. I'm assuming he's explaining what happened. I'm so foolish. I said many rude things to Miss Liu. When everyone laughed at me and called me a crazy person, I wish someone would believe me. Even if there were only one. When this person finally appeared, I didn't believe her and instead suspected her motives. What others said is true. I am ungrateful and vicious. It's not all your fault. After being suppressed for too long, it is inevitable that you will doubt yourself. Mr. Shen, I once framed you, but you helped me instead. Actually, I did it for myself. Fair point. I came to you to learn about the book, The Confined Room Mystery. We mainly want to know how you came up with the twist in that book. What? Why do you have to ask about this book? Why are you nervous all of a sudden? I don't know.
Huh?
Don't know? He knows something. Mr. Shen, you really are smart and you've seen through me completely. The Confined Room Mystery, that's the real reason why I killed Lo Pei. Okay, that's a bit of a turn. Half a year ago, Lo Pei went to Yangtze with Miss Liu to visit the Golden Words. After returning, he wrote The Confined Room Mystery. The other day, Miss Liu came to see me. She said that she found out that the ideas in most of Lo Pei's books were not his own. She thought it was wrong and that I was co-author of his books. Lo Pei should have put my name on it. I went to talk to Lo Pei, but he kept showing me how successful the Confined Room Mystery was. It's saying he could write books on his own. I'm dispensable. This is really irritating. I wasn't angry. I know I'm useless. I'm good at nothing but the Imperial examination. Master Lowe's a brilliant literary talent. He's made many friends in that circle. Only he can turn my ideas into stories. Seeing fans like the twists in the story, my heart, actually, I'm very happy. But the confined room mystery made you realise that you're not the only one? How can you use other people's plot twists? Then what is the point of my life? Okay, he's a little bit on the creepy side. I'm going to say that's a creepy look. Don't look at anyone like that. Don't look at anyone like that. That's weird. Since my life has no meaning, then let's die together. That's why I killed him. That's why I killed him. Mr. Shen, Lo Xuan's gone crazy again. You should leave right now. It's time to give him smoking cessation pills. Okay, is that a euphemism for deletion? I don't know what significance that was. I'm assuming smoking as in drugs. Drug ass. Shen, is it a bad thing to have passion for something? Why do you suddenly ask me this? I feel like both Officer Ma and Lo Xuan genuinely love detective novels. But both of them killed someone because of it. I wonder if one day my love of science will make me do bad things too. Lo Pei bears a great responsibility for Lo Xuan's current situation. As for the problem you mentioned, I think we only need to distinguish between love and fanaticism.
Huh?
Fanaticism? Officer Ma's blind worship is a kind of fanaticism. Lo Xuan gradually became extreme due to excessive obsession. It's a different kind of fanaticism. Very true, actually. True love is rational. I see. But can people really stay rational when it comes to things they truly care about? Yes, I do believe so. You've got to temper it, though. If you just let it run unchecked, then it becomes fanaticism, and then that causes problems. But if you know that you can love something with all your heart, but as long as you rein it back a little bit, stop it going too far, then you're all right. Oh wait. Okay. Are we talking to the judge? Let's talk to the judge. I didn't realize we were in control there. Soldiers found the armed guards at Martoway's residence that had not been disposed of yet. Several scratches were also found on them. This case should be a solid one, without a doubt. That's good to know. Mr. Shen is truly a master detective, having successfully solved 2 cases in a row. Your praise is too kind, Judge Chang. And we owe much to Afu's assistance too. Haha. Right, so are we just leaving? Or going to... Oh. Hi, Auntie Vu. Are you happy with me? Or are you going to be mad again? Oh, she's happy. Okay. You are really awesome. Auntie Vu, thank you. I'm talking about Mr. Shen. You should learn from him. Certainly I should. Thank you, Auntie Vu. Auntie, it is your analysis that has provided direction for this case. You're being modest. If you hadn't exposed Martoway's plot, I'd have almost become his accomplice. Well, May I consult you about a question regarding the posture of a corpse? Go ahead. Shen Chongping introduced the characteristics of a corpse to Auntie Vu. What you described called... I'm going to butcher this. I just know I am. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to try. Opisthotonus. Opisthotonus? Or opisthotonus. Maybe. Opisthotonus sounds a bit better. So, right. We're going to in a sentence. We're going to use it in a sentence now. I'm getting nervous. What you described, called opisthotonus, strongly resembles Qianji poison.
What?
Qianji poison? Kanji? And the QIA, I can't remember how that's pronounced. Qianji poison? A poison made from Nux vomica. After ingestion, it causes intense full-body contortions and agonizing pain. It results in a posture where the head and feet meet, resembling being tracted, hence the name. I don't know, what a horrible thing. I don't even want to imagine that. I don't even want to imagine that body. The position that body's in, looking at that. The toxic component of Nux vomica is known as strychnine in Western medicine. The London police have carefully examined the body and found no trace of strychnine. I'm not an expert in Western medicine, but since you say so, it must have been repeatedly verified. Yes. Forensic science is vast and profound, and I only have a superficial understanding of it. I will discuss with the old coroners I know and reply to you later. Thank you very much. Thank you, Auntie Vu. So we came here to get information about my brother's murder and solve 2 murder cases in a single day. That's a good day's work. Lord, I met a boatman at the dock just now. He seemed to be looking for Mr. Shen. Shen, Uncle Wong is here to pick us up. In that case, you two should hurry up and hit the road. Officer Ma is being held in another cell, but I still intend to have a chat with him. Judge Chang, let us part ways here then. Right. Again, you cool with that. I like your hat. I'm assuming we're going right to the dock. Left just leads back to the estate. Afu, what are you looking for?
What?
What? How come Mr. Cowell's pastry store's gone? I suppose it must have closed down after setting out. Aww. Well, I was planning to get some steamed buns to take on the road. Never mind, we can't do that. Unless he's waiting down ahead. We have fish, so I think we are heading the right way to the dock. Sailor Wong. Oh my, you are finally back. I'm sorry, Uncle Wong. We encountered a case that caused delays. I figured it would be like this. Let's hurry and get on the boat first. We're selling sail. Ready, steady yourself. I like these boats. These boats are kind of cool. I've never had the pleasure of writing on one of them, and we are no longer in control. Hello, fishy. So we're heading further down the river. Also, give him credit. He's like paddling. Well, stick. I don't even know what the correct term for it. He's using a stick paddle. We're going to call it paddling. And I'll look up what it's actually meant to be called. Was that just a prologue? Was that actually just a prologue? I'm gonna guess that says murder on the Yangtze River. That is just a guess though. Oh, back to the main boat. Okay. I was going to say, is he going to paddle down the entire river? Shipmaster, with this flywheel we can continue our journey. Oh, I forgot. Wait, he forgot you came to the blacksmith to get a repair made. That makes sense. I was wondering. Afu, you're just like your father, relentless in experiments, neglecting anything else.
What?
Oh, has he also burned a generator while experimenting? Huh. The things he's burned are much bigger than generators. When there's time later, I'll tell you more. Now, let's just replace this flywheel. Okay. See you later, champs. Oh, we're in our workshop, and I don't have any controls still. It's hard to tell when the control starts and when we're out of control. It's been a truly long day, hasn't it? Indeed, 2 consecutive murder cases in a single day. Shen, you've had a busy day too. Get some rest now. No rush. I need to make some case records. You haven't slept all night either. Why not take a break? Blacksmith now, to help me make a spring, I want to install it in my invention. What invention is that? Don't say it like so. See these headphones? There, that's an invention right there. What new invention do you have now? It's a secret. Once I finish it, you'll find out. Are we making a gaming headset? Don't burn the generator again. Don't worry, I'll pay attention to the voltage this time. 2 days later. Where we're going to be heading? I don't know where we're heading. Shen, the captain steer the ship towards Yangtze. Sure. Let's visit the Golden Words Publishing House. Hopefully we'll discover something there. Shen, how about telling me more about that case? I can help you. Certainly. I was planning to go through the case again from the beginning. Shen, are the details of the crime in Lopez's novel really identical to this case? Indeed. It all started 3 years ago. Oh, we're getting some back history. We're getting some backstory. 3 years ago, I was studying law in Boston. In August of the same year, I received a message from Joseph, a good friend of my brother, informing me that my brother had died mysteriously in his apartment in London. Determined to uncover the truth, I decided to travel to London. Are we playing the backstory, or is this going to be a cutscene? Oh, cool outfit. The greenhouse ahead is where my brother met his fate. Oh wait, sorry, the greenhouse. Oh, not the greenhouse. The greenhouse. Pause. Enunciation. We've got the Wellington Bar. This is the place. Green door. It's not a greenhouse. It's got a green door. Hello. May I ask if this is Officer Jones? Ye are? I am John Shen, brother of Brian Shen. My close friend Brian Shen's younger brother, John Shen, is about to arrive in London. Oh, sorry. I completely misread that. This is an Officer Jones. My close friend Brian Shen's younger brother, John Shen, is about to arrive in London. Please guide him to inspect Brian's death scene and facilitate his access to the case files. Joseph Iscariot Bell. Since it's Joseph's request, I'll surely coordinate with you. I'm Cody Jones, investigating your brother's case. Just call me Jones. I don't know why the accent changed. I don't know why. It just feels right. I don't pre-plan these things, okay? Just so you know. I don't pre-plan these things. Kind of make it up on the spot. As you probably realised, to be fair, because they do change from every now and again, because I sometimes can't remember the type of accent that I've used. Thank you for your help. Speaking of which, your brother's scene looks rather eerie. Young man, you sure you want to step in? I'm sure. Alright. After checking the scene, come away to the office. We'll sort you out some paperwork. Say, can we wrap up the case then? Mrs. Cheng. You guys again? How many times do you come without invite? It's police station 2 free, or whole London only has case in my place. Mrs. Cheng. Mrs. Cheng, sorry for not giving you heads up today. Brought important person, huh? Move aside. Look. They really do look alike, these two brothers. The younger brother's even more handsome than the elder brother. Auntie Cheng, in the letters my brother sent me before, he often mentioned your care for him. A good man, your brother. Ambitious and talented. Bad luck such things happened. Mrs. Cheng, can we first... Take off shoes first. Don't dirty my carpet. Keep windows shut. Bad energy if open. This is a big house. Look at the size of the floor space in here. Where's the furniture as well? Also, that chair is giant. That's tall. That's very tall. And then the tiny little table. That's very tall as well. Look at that. That table is as tall as this cop right here. Talk about challenging perspective. Every time you come, my house is a mess. My medicine on stove, knock over, see what happens. Knee bother, dinner fash yourself. We didn't mean to intrude over much. Theoretically speaking, this should be last trip. That's not what sign says. You foreigners, you will have more visits. Alright, come in. Stick close to your esteemed guest. Esteemed guest? Without him, you break my vase today. Compensate me? It's croissant expensive. Vase? That one right there. See? Told you. Why is the body under the chair? This room is a studio. Murder happened right here. He often locks himself inside, researching. I don't understand what he's researching either. Thank you, Auntie Chen. Thank you, Auntie Cheng, for your help. Young man, take your time. Look around. You, walk careful. Don't break anything. I really hope this is the last time I'm stepping in here. Officer Jones, could you please tell me about the situation at that time? Of course. That afternoon at 2:05, we got a telegram saying there's been a murder in this room. We went upstairs to check the door, Sorry, we went upstairs to check, found the door locked from the inside. Had to break the lock open. Once inside, we saw the victim lying in a rather eerie pose on the chair. Dagger plunged into his chest. His expression was awfully strange. A lot of pain, but half his face seemed to be smiling. What kind of dagger is it? Is there anything special about it? Nothing remarkable in appearance. Light in weight, but razor sharp. What is the current direction of the police investigation? Have you identified any suspects yet? I thought Joseph had already filled you in on this. Well, Mr. Shen, based on the evidence gathered so far, the police have come up to the conclusion your brother took his own life. Suicide? Impossible. My brother would never kill himself. Well, the room was sealed off at the time of the incident. All doors and windows were locked from inside. The only key was in your brother's own hand. Nay, just that, but the weapon only had his own fingerprints on it as well. I can decide to accept my condolences. Okay. So we have examine the door. We'll start from left to the right and explore some of this. There is a wooden door with a round lock. The lock is already damaged. When we got here, the doorknob was locked for the inside, so we had to force the door open. Don't think I want to go to the hallway right now. Body outline. Let's check the evidence. Officer Jones, was my brother sitting on this chair at the time of death? Strictly speaking, he was not sitting in the chair, but leaning on it in a very peculiar posture. His head and lower limbs were bent downward while his body arches upward like a bow. How could this be? Strychnine poisoning, although not quite strychnine. We found that out on this is like almost like a prequel kind of thing. So we know information that he doesn't know. We've looked into all sorts, but there's need a definitive answer. Need ruling out that he's got a massive fright or pain reaction at the very moment of his passing. Brian. Mr. Shen? Mr. Shen, you alright, pal? You look as if you've just come back from the depths of hell. Can I take a closer look around here? Please go ahead. The candles are a bit weird. Definitely looking at that. An unburned scrap of paper, seemingly made of oiled paper. Seems that there was some writing on it, but it is impossible to recognize it. Unburned scrap, okay. What are you? An asbestos mesh with burn marks on it. Asbestos is really bad. The corner of the asbestos mesh is tied with wire and the middle part has been replaced with wax? It might have been used for experiments, as the asbestos mesh is a common tool in labs. Okay. So we've got that. Definitely looking at the blood on the chair. I don't know if we should look at the chair itself. Drops of blood on the floor as well as on the edges of the chair, which have already coagulated. There were no blood stains in the room except near the chair. Officer, how were the bloodstains distributed on my brother's clothes at that time? There were a wee bit of bloodstains on the clothing near the dagger, but aside from that, there was neat clear flow direction near... Sorry, I'm trying to translate this into words that I understand so that I can do it in the accent that it's supposed to be in, because it's different, because it's kind of like my accent or the Geordie. It seems like a Geordie accent, which is hard to translate into writing. I've got to translate it from writing into my head, and then I can speak it in the... I know what I'm doing. It takes a while to translate it. There was an clear flow direction, near to the left, right, up, no doon. More ashes down the bottom here. There were many scattered paper ashes around the chair. Near just around the chair, but there were quite a few paper ashes on your brother's body. I heard in the east you burn paper during ancestral worship ceremonies. Do you reckon this has any connection to your late brother's passing? Ancestral worship ceremonies? Indeed, Mrs. Chang mentioned that August 15th, according to your calendar, is a special holiday. That day was the Ghost Festival, and also the anniversary of my father's death. Technically our father's death, but we're not going to sweat the small details. So you're suggesting that on that day, your brother was performing ancestral worship for your father? It's not possible. Our relationship with our father was not good. We have never done such a thing before. Let's have a look at the key. Is this shape a key? Aye, we took it as evidence in our investigation. It's the sole key to the room, and we discovered it gripped in Brian's left hand. There are only your brother's fingerprints on it. It's the key to the room. Only key to the room was found in my brother's hand, only my brother's fingerprints. We're missing some more stuff as well. Chair in general. Okay, Officer Jones, if my brother's body was contorted when he was killed, how was he leaning on the chair? Let me do a wee sketch for you. Here's how he in the chair was set up at that moment. I like the crosses for eyes, that was very good artwork. The victim's body in the chair found fine equilibrium and a delicate balance. Hold on, I missed that last bit. What happened there? Sorry, I'm going to skip through. Never mind. I missed what he said there. So it just sped through that. Brian, what exactly happened? We're just going to move on. I won't let you die like this without knowing the truth. I will definitely find the murderer and bring them to justice. That blood. But oh, okay. That's a bit we've already seen. So we're missing another piece. Okay, is this it? The white circle represents the position and posture of my brother when he was killed. I can't let him die like this without knowing the truth. Okay, so what are we missing? We're missing something here. Can't do the chair. Because that just brings us back here. So we're missing something that's not to do with the chair. We've got the blood. Oh, bit scratch marks. There we go. That's the last one. Deep claw marks on the chair legs with slight traces of blood on them. Brian, what exactly did you experience? Are we doing are we having a supernatural kind of thing, or is this just like aiming that way? I like those curtains as well. Sorry, skylight. A beam of light shines through the skylight directly onto the chair where the murder occurred. What is this? skylight window frame shows scorch marks, and the marks appear to be fresh. Oh, indeed, those are scorch marks. Even though it's unclear what caused them, this is unrelated to the case. How can you tell? That's a message from me. I should really not keep my phone in here. The skylight is very high, and without a ladder, there's no way one can reach it. Rope, maybe? Mr. Cheng's house doesn't have that. Besides, we've inspected the skylight, and it's locked from the inside of the house. Deuce. Thick dust on the glass, no signs of being touched or tampered with. Say it's highly probable that those scorch marks were made for the incident. That's an entrance point, though. You fire a rocket through the skylight to get a rope up there, and then climb up the rope. I don't know how that would work. I would probably say a grappling hook would probably be better, but scorch marks off the firework, maybe. Although it would have been heard. This is your brother's studio, and the marks on the window are likely caused by experiments. Okay, books and buckets. Several books on the desk, including Principles of Chemistry and the Interpretation of Dreams. There's agricultural chemistry, no less. The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. I have no idea how to read that. And then we've got Freud. A book by Freud. Die Traumdeutung. Seems like these are books that Brian often read. Each book's spine has some ink stains. They're in a different order. Their arrangement seems to have a certain pattern. Officer Jones, may I organise these books? Aye, the police investigation's done and the new year property. Now your property. So we can move that as well. That's not correct. So I'm going to say that is the last one. Then that one. Then that leads to that, and then that leads to there. There we go. See? Nice and easy. Nice easy puzzle, that one. Indeed, the ink stains on the book spread diagonally. It's been like that motion. Swiped. These ink stains indeed appear to be flicked from a fountain pen. There was a break in the middle of the ink stain, as if obstruction or book missing. A book missing? Clearly another book in the middle has been taken. Could you please tell me if the police took a book with this ink stains on its spine from the scene? Nah. Could it be that the killer took the book? Seems difficult to confirm if the book was missing then, or if it had been gone for a while. Mr. Shen, you need to trust the police. Didn't I assume there's a killer on your own? That's don't assume there's a killer on your own. There is a missing book. Book's missing should have ink stains on its spine. Not sure when it was taken away. Let's have a look at the candles. 7 candles arranged on the ground in the shape of the Big Dipper. Each candle is securely fixed to the floor with wax by someone. Looks like some kind of mysterious Eastern ritual. The Big Dipper. Chunk Ping, can you still find the Big Dipper? Right there. Looking in the direction of the spoon's handle, you can find the North Star. The North Star is the only star that remains fixed at the North Celestial Pole. Therefore, travellers use it as a guide for direction when they are far away from home. Find the North Star anywhere guides you back home from afar. Shooting star as well. That was very, very nice. Very artistic. Since the candles are arranged in the shape of the Big Dipper, the position of Polaris is near the desk. Is there anything special about the desk? I didn't find anything special on the desk either. Didn't he? If I had to say, there's some marks on the candles instead. Tell me quickly. You see the side of this candle? There's a shallow scratch. The yin next to it, the one next to it, also has one. Interestingly, these two scratches are on the same horizontal plane. Shallow scratches on the sides, okay. Indeed, they are quite suspicious. Could they be traces left by the murderer? The possibility of this being a case with homicide is very, very low. Currently, no evidence links the candles to the murder case. Let's have a look at the class photo. Is this a photo of my brother and his friends? They are your brother's classmates. I heard Joseph took the photo. The one in the middle is Stone Wu. He knew your brother from before coming to the UK. It seems I have met him when I was a child. The one on the right is Toby Cheng. He's your brother's classmate at the University of London. Taken by Joseph. Okay. Let's have a look at the stool. We're examining everything, because you never know what's going to be important. There's a small stool placed between the desk and the candle arrangement. The stool is very small with a height of less than 20 centimeters. The window. The windows can only be opened from the inside. Below is the busy Plymouth Street with fashion stores, jewellery shops and furniture stores. Not far away are the iconic Palace of Westminster and the Royal Opera House. Through the window, the three-storied Savoy restaurant across seems very busy. Cylinder phonograph. Oh, are we going to be interacting with this? This definitely looks like an interactable thing. When we entered the scene, the phonograph was still playing, but it stopped after a short while. Did it stop because the wax cylinder ran out? Must have been about 50 minutes of playing then. I have to personally verify this matter. There's a cafe downstairs in this building, just on the floor below. Staff reported continuous opera music from this room 1:40 to 2:30 PM that day. Did they hear any other sounds? No. So that's busy covering it. 7-star lamp, okay. The Peking Opera 7-star lamp. Mr. Shen, interested in listening to phonograph content? I don't know whether it's going to be copyright. Should give it a listen. This is a Peking Opera. The content sounds somewhat familiar. I do wonder, can we actually wait? Is this actually going to run for the full 50 minutes? Okay, stop. That would be crazy. Can you imagine a detective game where you actually had to listen to the entire... You could miss a clue because it's like further down in the track, and you have to listen to the whole thing in order to find it. That would be crazy. I've never known a game like that. It would be ironic though. A lot of people will get mad at that probably. The phonograph is playing Peking Opera 7-Star Lamp. 7-Star Lamp? What's it about? It's about Zhu Liang. Zhu Liang, who failed to borrow 10 years of lifespan from heaven 1,790 years ago. See, that's how it is. Wax in a Peking Opera 7-Star Lamp. It's 46 minutes long. It tells the story of Kong begging for longevity. A lab bench that's filled with bottomless bottles and containers. Do another deep one. So let's definitely have a look at that to start with. We've got what, four items to find. A dismantled kerosene lamp on the table. Several long cotton threads soaked in the kerosene bottle. A small brush inside. Okay, so that's basically lamps and wicks. The brush, maybe. That'll be a note. Oh wait, we've already done that one. I was trying to get that, but apparently not. That's not a thing. Papers. A stack of oil paper on the table. Each sheet is large and thin. We saw oil paper like ashes on the floor. Definitely gonna have a look at that. Various chemicals and reagents placed on the lab bench. Among them, there are aspirin, procaine, and trichloromethane. Butchered it. Aced it. That wasn't butchered, that was aced. Test tubes contain powdered herbal remedies such as Sophora flavescens. I know how to read these words. Sophora flavescens and Angelica sinensis. Strychnine sulfate. That's what we've just found out. This bottle contains strychnine? Officer Jones, do you know there is strychnine in my brother's room? Oh, Dinny Fash. We had certainly looked into this angle. Your brother's autopsy and toxicology tests were done by Joseph, a forensic expert. Even though the signs of the body looked like strychnine poison, the test came out negative. What about the other toxins? Aye, of course. All of them came back negative. Aye, our capabilities are limited and some new drugs may not be detected. What is the current police speculation about the cause of my brother's body contortion? Just a moment, let me check my notebook. It has Joseph's theory. Oh, found it. We found a recently healed wound on the victim's foot. If there is rust contamination of the wound, or if he was exposed to germs during experiments, then there's a possibility of tetanus infection. Would tetanus do that to you? If he got a fright or felt intense pain, it might have caused back spasms. Or if the stimulation causing back nerve paralysis, it could lead to body contortions. In summary, Joseph thinks there are many possible causes for the body contortion. As for the toxicology test results, they were all negative. Body's contorted for many reasons, okay. Alright, so we've looked at all of those. Circular outline. Yeah, I was looking at that before. What was originally inside this white circle? A roll of Morse gold paper strip, which we took as evidence. Evidence of what? So you found it on the ground? Aye, that's right. I suspect it fell from the Morse code telegraph machine. Does it have any content on it? Aye. It's our telegraph to Mr. Bell, Joseph's father. We've checked the contents discussing the development of a certain drug. Nothing suspicious. So Morse code paper. Discussing a drug development. Okay. Seen the lab bench. I think that just is all that's left is the cabinet. On the top shelf, there are certificates and medals that my brother has received. In the middle, there are some pharmaceutical theory books and laboratory equipment. On the bottom shelf, there are several wax cylinder records, including Autumn in the Han Palace. So I've checked everything. I haven't checked the whole lot. Ooh, telegraph machine. That'd be new. This is the telegraph machine on the table. There are traces of it being used on that day. The Morse code paper reel we found should be fitted in the hexagonal area on its tap. Other than that, any other abnormalities were found on the machine. Used on the day, okay. So we don't what we've got singing for. Oh. We'll have a whole bunch of extra stuff. These are all history stuff. We're not going to bother with those right now because they're not really incumbent in the case. Right, so let's have a chat with Jones himself. Officer Jones, can I ask you a few more questions? Aye, as long as it helps to solve the case swiftly. Who filed the report? Officer Jones, you mentioned earlier that someone filed a report. May I ask who the reporter is? Came in as an anonymous telegram. At only one sentence, a homicide occurred at 79 Prilly Street. It does sound somewhat illogical. Since this room is locked and it has a suicide, how could anyone know about a homicide occurred here? I must admit, you've got a sharp mind, but... See, the curtain on this window was knee closed at the time. It's likely that someone from the opposite building saw the body through the window. Have the police questioned the residents of the building opposite? Aye, anything you can think of, we already considered. Just gone to that building to... Sorry, I'm in a translation mode again. Just gone into to that building to look for eyewitnesses took up my entire week. Aye, it's hard to identify potential witnesses with a busy restaurant on the 3rd floor. So that's weird. A telegram. Officer Jones, can I ask you a few more questions? About Joseph. We're gonna ask him everything, because why not? Officer Jones, you and Joseph were both at the Kensington Division, right? Aye, Joseph was my superior just half a month ago. However, 2 weeks ago he got a transfer order and was set to be moved to Shanghai. Was Joseph in charge of my brother's case before? Aye, that's correct. But no, case in the hands of the new detective sergeant. The new sergeant is an easy person to deal with. Bear with me a second.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Sorry about that. That was a phone call, and I needed to answer it. I apologise. I shouldn't keep me phone in here when it needs, but I'm actually expecting phone calls. Sorry. So, where were we? Again, being interrupted. The new sergeant is an easy person to deal with. When we go to the police station later, you'll witness yourself. Officer Jones, can I ask you a few more questions? Aye, as long as it helps solve the case swiftly. And right, about the suspects. Officer Jones, may I ask if the police have identified any suspects yet? Mr. Shen, as I mentioned before, your brother's death was suicide. So there ain't any suspects. Even if it is determined to be a suicide, we need to rule out the possibility of homicide? Aye, of course. We are to look into the suspicious individuals. Mrs. Cheng, the only other person here at the flat that day. Stone Wu, your brother's classmate. He had a good relationship with him, but had a big row or four. Dobby Cheng, your brother's classmate, had a competitive relationship with him. And there's also the sender of the telegram, Mr. Bell, your brother's research project sponsor. We've interrogated all of these individuals. Oh hey, all have alibis for the time of the incident. Completely understand your desire to cover the truth. But the truth is, your brother committed suicide. Officer Jones, can I ask you a few more questions? Actually, we're done here. No more questions. Okay. Proceed to the hallway. Any evidence in the hallway? Go to the cabinet. From this one, we're going to end up finishing talking to her ancestral altar. There's a statue of Kuan Yu placed as offering in the... That's a little bit odd. Place an offering in the ancestral altar. In front of the statue is a censer with 3 burning incense sticks inside it. Let's have a look at the medicine pot. Medicine's being brewed on the stove and the hallway is filled with a strong herbal smell. This smell is unfamiliar. It doesn't resemble common Chinese herbal medicine. Proceed to the bedroom. Okay. Let's have a look at the cabinet. A lot of stuff in this cabinet. A wooden miscellaneous cabinet. Inside there are various uncommonly used items piled up. That would be classed as a doom box, a large doom box, where you just shove random stuff and then I'll sort it out later on. And crime scene. Mrs. Cheng. Auntie Cheng, may I... Do you want to know about my personal matters? About your brother's matters? Or about the case? And about yourself? You know, I like her outfit. I really do like her outfit. She's kicking it. You'd like to ask how long I've been in London? Exactly. I'm from Teochew Canton. I butchered that. That one I did butcher. I've been here for 13 years. Fog in London, toxic. Can see nothing. Smell unpleasant. Lungs corrupted for living here. No one cares about this terrible environment. Auntie Cheng, staircases indeed. Lungs are still alright. Medicine inside is nothing special. They're all tonic herbs. Astragalus, ginseng, goji berries. Goji berries are actually very nice. They've got a weird tang to them. They're very nice though. Right. Ask about your brother. Auntie Cheng, may I ask? His brother's polite and knowledgeable. Now 5 elements are a good match. According to the sexagenary cycle, I don't know what that is. I was born on a Genshin day and your brother was on a Jihai day. Genshin belongs to metal while Jihai belongs to earth, and earth generates metal. The yin and yang are balanced, mutually generating and thriving. If he rents this house from me, both he and I should benefit. Alas, his year predicts misfortune and a short life. Don't move. Excuse me, what? Your eyes are bright and lovely. Your facial features are well proportioned. Sound long life. Listen to my advice. Don't hold on to gains and losses. Only trap you in inner demons. That was not bad advice. Don't worry about you getting what you receive and what you give away, because that only traps you. It sounds like good advice. Right, about the case. Auntie Cheng, may I ask, what happened that day? That day I was sitting at the entrance. Brian came back at noon, greeted me. Also saw several people following like ghosts. After your brother came back, stood opposite side of the street, staring here. Keep an eye on him. Do you know that my brother... Seems like you also noticed. His left facial muscle is twitching a bit. Expression looks peculiar, very rigid. At that time it was approximately around 1 o'clock. Watched him go upstairs and lock himself inside. Didn't come out again. 4 police arrived, stayed at the entrance at the whole time. No one else went in. Auntie Cheng, regarding this matter, what do you... Told police, didn't believe me. Even said it was my mistake. Public security here. Bad. Okay, so no one in, no one out. We're all done with questions. No more questions. Okay, so we kind of have a look at the bedroom. Put on the wall. This is... Oh, it's his bedroom. I thought she must own the house. And he's renting from the whole house from it. I thought they were sharing. Dad, can a lantern really make wishes come true? Of course it can. The sky lantern's a messenger to the moon for listening to wishes. Really? Does the moon listen to our wishes? Yes. Write wishes on your lantern, release it into the sky, the moon becomes aware. Then I want to become a great traveller. Brother, what's your wish? My wish is to become a detective. Brother, what's a detective? Detectives also go on adventures like travellers do. But they always manage to notice the details that others overlook. That sounds impressive. Then I want to become a detective traveller. That's great. I believe it will definitely come true. The Skyland's flying. Dad, hurry up, take a photo. I know that ceremony is kind of cool. It's better when it's an organised one than doing it by yourself, you know, because it can cause problems if you don't do it correctly. Or in the wrong spot, it can cause problems. This was taken before my father. This photo has been with my brother all along. I carefully searched the bed that my brother slept in. Didn't find any suspicious clues. Anything in the drawer? It's my brother's diary. The previous pages have been torn off. Only one page remains. This is a dead end. Everything is meaningless, utterly meaningless. Bedside table. Oh, different drawer. Okay, a bit's been ripped off. Is that where Dad was? This photo. This is probably the only family photo. If it weren't for our father, the family wouldn't have fallen apart. Now, even you have left. Oh, it was folded. Okay, it wasn't ripped off, it was folded. Hidden, folded away. Bookcase. We're looking at that as well. Bookcase in the bedroom is filled with detective novels. There are also the murders in the Rue Morgue, The Woman in White, and The Moonstone. Whole collection of the Sherlock Holmes series. The Return, a book gifted by Joseph. The dedication he left on the title page. Brian, welcome back to the Conan Doyle Book Club. Enjoy The Return, Joseph. I remember Brian's dream to become a detective. Okay, so we're not looking at the court. I think we should look at the court. I've already checked everything. Please, take me to the police station to have a look at the case files. Aye, bro. We're off then. At the station, you'll need to sign a few papers for me. Gentlemen, I just received a telegram from Edgar Lee at Hanyang Ironworks. I need your help. He's a long-time friend of mine. This morning, an extremely mysterious incident occurred at their ironworks. Hanyang? Hanyang Ironworks? I've been wanting to visit Hanyang Ironworks. Shen, let's take on this commission. It's on our way anyway. Okay. Okay. Let's leave immediately. Alright. I do believe we may have a new case. Early 20th century Wuhan. That's a proper ironworks right there. Iron and steel, the backbone of industry. In the history of Wu and Yue, Wu and Yue? It's got to be Yue because it's got an E on it. I'm butchering that. I really am. There are records of Ganjiang and Moisier's secret to steelmaking. The transformation of spirit and matter requires a human sacrifice. I once believed that was only an ancient legend. Yet history chose to repeat itself once more. Well, that guy had found himself in a bit of a pickle. Hang on, Ironworks right up ahead. Let's hurry on in. Okay, unfortunately, we're not going to do that right now. I'm going to pause it just here because we are going to, before we jump into this case and get majorly invested in it, we're going to leave that here for this week. So, big me. So yes, I was a dumbass. I probably could have finished the case in the last episode, the wardrobe case. However, but the whole me being silly and not realising that it was an autosave, and I ended it early. So, could have done that there. It's in the past. We don't live there anymore. So, we got some backstory about Shen's brother's case, and I think that's going to be the overarching story of the game. We're going to be trying to solve that, and obviously we're going to be doing side cases on the way as we're going. Obviously we just picked up a new one, I think it's called the Haunted Furnace, and he seemed to be in a bit of a pickle. But I think we're going to pick up evidence through these cases that's going to help us with the overall case of my brother's murder. So I don't think it was suicide. I highly doubt it. Because obviously two guys following him around. Not happy. Not good things. So, I think they might even be spies. My initial very thin theory about that is he had a wound on his foot. Did they poison him with something? And then he went back. He had the seizure on the chair. And it ended up in thingy, and then they dropped a knife from the skylight from outside straight into his chest. It only had his fingerprints on it. Pretty thin. Of literally no evidence to go off, or very little evidence to go off. I'm intrigued though. I am. So, that being said, we are going to leave that here for today. We're going to pick up this new case next week. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please let me know in the comment section below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out, come check out some other stuff that we'll have going on. We would love to have you here. Bound to be something else on the channel that you will enjoy. If you are not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is always appreciated. Now, if you want to do a little bit of extra support, that is entirely an option. It's always appreciated. I forgot what I was going to say there. Always appreciated, but never required. So if you want to go that extra step, you can grab a membership on the channel. You can get a tier 1, get your name up on the wall, or get yourself a tier 2, get your name up on the wall, and early access to the videos. It's roughly a week in advance. Now, if you are not in a position to do that, or just don't want to do that, that is also fine. Like I said, it is appreciated but never required. You can just hang out a little bit longer, and after that initial early access period, they become available for everyone. Also, please remember to be a light in the dark for someone. You never know. A single act or word of kindness, or even just listening to someone's issues and just letting them get it out of the body and out of the mind, can help people. Genuinely can. It can help people in ways that you may never know or even understand, and it can change someone's life. It really can. It sounds incredibly quirky, but it's a genuine thing. You can actually change someone's life just by listening to someone, offering a little bit of advice if needed. By all means, it's a dark place right now, so we need all the light we can get. So be that light, genuinely. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, see you on the flip side. Bye bye.